Okay, let's
Ready to rumble.
show on the
Let's
road. Hell yeah.
drag in some dungeons.
Hell yeah.
Since it's been so long since she's done it, Kore, let's just go ahead and
Yeah.
recap last week.
Now. Okay, I'm pretty sure I had taken notes.
Sure hope so.
In the last.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let me. Yes, I did. Let's go. Okay, so what I have, let me go down the list. The gang, we left Dunblane. Well, they did because I wasn't here yet. Y'all left Dunblane. You set up camp. Zar tried to terrorize a poor couple with the book, but they were getting up to some adult activities. Koshka talked about how she used to help Narprax and her uncle Sapphire, and Goldie was her favorite lizard, just like Kore. So Koshka and Zar, they have a little bonding moment. They find out when they get to Vrento, there's more paladins of the Advent. There now, there's a stronger presence, as well as more citizens who take up arms to defend the city. And there are protesters from surrounding cities who feel like the Vrento Guard isn't doing enough to protect them. Then the Ducks went to the Temple of the Crimson Sun to drop off the Serpent's Coil with Grandmaster Shamar. And that's when they met up with me. So I gave everybody some carrot nibble curry. We all did some catching up, some good old recounting of tales. Koshka gave me a recipe and ingredients for a ceremonial soup that originated from SoundCloud Island. So that's awesome. And then the Serpent's Coil was returned. Grandmaster Shamar did some cool spectral magic on the vault door. We thought that was pretty cool, pretty nice, pretty awesome. And then we were like, okay, so where do we go next for this next relic? And the compass pointed us towards Lakshur. It's a necklace of some kind. But we'd have to go through the Nokolan Forest, which has a certain sickness, like it gives you like a fatigue sickness. So I have some resistance to its effects by having grown up there, but the rest of the gang, they don't. I also asked about Caspian. Everybody told me what happened, that they put him in jail, which is like fine, that's cool, honestly, and I honestly would have done worse. So, if he was the real man, which we don't know if he is, so if he's the real dude, he'd know my true name, which I revealed to be Persephia. So yeah, and then afterwards we made a to-do list of side quests along with the main objective, which is recovering the last relic from Lakshur. But yeah, and we know the Crimson Moon have one relic, the crown. We don't know what it does though. So yeah, that's where we left off, just trying to figure out what we want to prioritize. We seem to have enough time to wrap up and take care of some other things on the side before we continue with the getting that last relic. So I know we talked about going to rescue Zara's sister and going to Caspian and some other things. So yeah, that's about it.
Why y'all so suspicious for? Why y'all suspicious?
We have trust issues because of you.
Yeah, let's not act.
We'll never forget those kids.
We have trauma.
Childhood trauma from literal children. We have the trauma. Exactly. So you guys kind of left off in Vrento. With really the day is yours. You guys got there pretty early, or I'd say around maybe noonish, after you kind of met back up with Kore and dropped off the Serpent's Coil. So you guys are in Vrento. What do you want to do?
Okay, well, we have a list of tasks. Do we want to go over that list before we actually start going stuff? Because I know we actually written it down.
Yes.
we better before I just take us in a different direction.
Oh God.
Okay.
Do you forget the sensation after 3 weeks, Midas? Huh? Huh?
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Forget what Eladrian's capable of?
Sensations.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right, so I've given it some thought. I think that while we are in Vrento, we could go to the Golden Loom, and we could have Zar visit his family, since, both places are here. And then after that, we could travel to Dremor Lock to search for Zar's sister. And after that, we could travel back up towards Balan, get some additional supplies if we need them, and go see Caspian. And I could see if, hopefully, he's the real one. I sure hope so. I also need to cook some soup for the test for the gourmands up there. And lastly, let's see. We could, if things go well with Caspian, potentially travel back to Valikan with him if he's able to be released. Hopefully. I really hope we can. But what do you all think of that?
We have a lot to do.
And then we can't forget the relic from the Nokalan forest. So we must do that after Valikan, I suppose.
Yes, because that would be on the way. So Valikan's on the way there to where the relic is. So that's why I left that. Yeah, and so relic would be last.
Sounds good to me. I can't wait to explore Vrento.
Right.
It's a lovely city. You've really never been before?
I have not traveled very much. I've just been at the first and last outpost and then Onagas, which let me tell you, it's nothing like this.
That's true.
I must admit also, Vrento is, the place to be. I do stuff here, a lot of stuff here. Zar's family has multiple businesses here, and Corey already found work here, so.
So I think I'm a little bit confused. So are we going to go to the Golden Loom first? Are we going to get Zar's sister? Or are we going to get Caspian first? Are we doing this in any particular order, or?
So
It's
Vrento
Vrento,
first.
so-
Things in
We're not-
Vrento we do first.
Okay,
After that, Zar's sister. We
That's
go
later.
down south.
later, south. Okay,
Yes.
that's right. I
Yeah.
didn't think it was in here in town. That would be like crazy.
No.
No, of course not. No.
Who knows? Maybe she returned home, and then we can go
Well.
to see Caspian.
I mean, yes, well, we could check home, see if she's returned. If not, we go to the lock and investigate, since you have a lead there. And then after that, if we find her, perfect. If not, we keep looking for clues, and we just kind of work our way up from there. Go to Baland, up north to Baland, and then from there, make our way progressively over to the relic.
Oh. Okay. As long as we're able to get some chocolate in the forest.
You and this chocolate.
I mean, it is world renowned chocolate. It is like, Swiss, except Nokolin.
Yeah, you have no idea what you're talking about, huh?
It's like a cheese, right? Swiss cheese, but like a really, really good chocolate instead. It's like whenever. Have you never had a forest chocolate from the Nokolin?
I grew up there, so yes.
I know you have. You have had these delicious. It's probably what gave you your love of cooking is the first taste of the chocolate. For you to be like, oh my god, I could use this to create amazing things.
I mean, it's good. It's really good. It's just when you're so used to used to one type of chocolate all your life. I mean, it's just kind of normal, I guess.
I don't think anybody cares that much.
It wasn't what inspired my love of cooking. I can tell you that, but
What
it's
did
good.
inspire your love of cooking, Corey?
My mother. She taught me everything that I knew, and honestly, I was pretty terrible at it for a long time. But over the years, I just kept trying. I never gave up, and now I like to think I'm a pretty good chef, if I do say so myself.
Well, that carrot
I
curry
say
was
so.
delicious.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, do we want to split up? I mean, I can take a couple of y'all to the loom. Then Zar can also visit his mother.
Oh, I'm
When you say split up, I do get a little nervous. I'm just saying Eladrian and Drag can be alone.
So we
I mean,
can make
obviously.
sure that they're not.
I can take care of him.
we obviously all have to.
No,
I don't think you can handle them by
you-
yourself.
Why not? I do it. I've done it before.
The three of us,
No.
we are
It
the.
doesn't normally go well when you two.
We are
Yeah,
like.
I amend my statement. Zar, Eladrian, and Drag cannot all be alone in a group together. Yes, that
We
is what I'm
certainly
saying.
can. We are
So-
all adults. We can be alone in a group together. It is
So
not
mine-
like it. What do you
mine
say?
is-
Yeah, I do not think that is a problem. We can all make rash decisions.
Mhm.
Well,
Well, Eladrian.
If you know what I mean, like decisions that give you a rash later because you are like, oh my god, I can't believe what they did.
oh my goodness. Well, I for one, I don't know how much my vote counts in this group, but I want to see everything
much.
that Vrento has. I know that Vrento has to offer.
Sorry.
So I would like to see Zar's cool family businesses and the Golden Loom, if possible, if we could fit them both in.
I don't see why not, really. I mean, more the merrier. I think Midas just doesn't want the Eladrian in there with him, which
I don't think
I
he
would
has a
just
choice.
group you two anyway.
No, I'm going to the loom.
I say let's all go.
I have to go.
I say we all go together.
If
There's
you
no harm in it.
these scars on my legs deserve to be in the loom. I can show them what a tailor this man really is. Look at him. Makes me bleed.
You're fine.
Your own blood.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
You are fine.
Well, lead on, Midas. Lead on.
Okay. And then I guess he's just gonna start leading them then. Heading onwards and outwards.
Yeah, awesome.
We're
Feel
going
free
to
and
follow the
beyond.
leader. The leader.
So you guys head from the political district and make your way north, following some of the alleyways and main roads, getting your way all the way up to more of the noble district, passing through some residential areas. On this side of Vrento, there's quite the, let's just say, illustrious housing and things like that you guys pass through. And eventually, you guys get to the Golden Loom. The illustrious Golden Loom doesn't quite seem as busy as it normally has in the past. A lot less foot traffic of the nobles coming in and out of the Golden Loom. Usually lots of people are bringing out various clothing that they've just purchased, but Midas, you notice this kind of right away as you're walking through that less foot traffic is here.
What's the time of day right now?
Probably early afternoon. Maybe 1-ish.
Midas would kind of just be looking around, just kind of like turning his head as they navigate through Vrento, taking note of the somewhat more quiet vibe in the noble district. At least a vibe that he's not the most used to.
And it's not as though the entire district is quieter. It's just more so the traffic in and out of the Golden Loom is not what you are normally accustomed to.
Yeah, it's quiet to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Where is everybody? I'm so used to people, at least more people than this, up and down the streets.
Yeah, and you enter into the Golden Loom, and we're used to seeing the hustle and bustle of almost everyone inside. From tailors to like people bringing supplies back and forth, people moving merchandise. Everyone just seems to be a lot more relaxed, which is not the vibe that you are used to seeing when you come in here. It's like always high pressure, deadlines need to be met like yesterday, and there's people relaxing.
Okay. Well, yeah, upon walking in, Midas is gonna kind of be like, huh? He's gonna just be looking around, kind of do like a double take. Nobody's stressed. What? Hello? Is anybody here? And he'll call out to see who's close to the entrance.
You see like a small gnomish woman who acts more like almost like a concierge in a way, just directing people that might come into various stores. And she recognizes you, Midas, and she says, "Oh, Midas, you're back. It's been a while. How's business?"
Hi. Everything's good. Why is there nobody running? This is not normal.
Yeah, things have been a little bit slow as of late. Yeah, it's Vice Master, or I guess I should say Master Hillhorn. He's not the happiest.
Has Belfine not come back still?
Ooh, yeah, he should watch the old B word around these parts. A lot of unhappy people about him. You heard he opened up a store in Glasmont, right?
What?
Yeah, he totally opened up a store in Glasmont. He's stealing all of our customers.
I thought he gave away everything.
Apparently he did, but now he's come into some new inspiration down in Glasmont, and he's been just pumping out new merchandise, and he's undercutting us drastically.
That's weird, though. But he invested so much in the loom. He's literally one of the masters.
Trust me, we're all as confused as you are.
Has nobody talked to him?
He hasn't.
Personally?
Since he left, he's never come back. Not a letter, doesn't answer to anybody, nothing.
Nobody even after him?
I think everyone's too busy trying to... Well, when he left, there was some big shoes to fill, so everyone had to kind of, pull up them bootstraps and get to work. But, now the business is starting to slow down. I think maybe Master Hillhorn might have tried to reach out to him a time or two, but he hasn't said anything to us.
Is Master Hillhorn here right now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's up in his office somewhere. But your friend Van Rose wanted me to, if you ever came through, he wanted to make sure you went by his studio as soon as you got here.
Yes. Okay. Did he say what he needed?
He didn't say anything in particular. He just would like to see it is all.
Fair. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Nobody's been in my studio, right?
No, not at all. But and she reaches below the desk and pulls out like a stack of papers, and she says, "But these collections of these Rogue magazine have been piling up for you."
All right. Midas will like look back. I thought I canceled that. Thank you. You can just leave that in my studio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotcha. And she puts it back down underneath the desk.
I should be go visiting Venos now. You five, go to my studio. Stay there. Don't touch nothing.
Right.
And nothing actually
Rory's
means
already showing
nothing,
Koshka
Eladrian.
touching things. Look, Koshka, look at this collection here. Isn't it so pretty?
I'm
And
flipping
Midas, like,
through.
slap-
Beautiful
slap
thing.
Rory's hand. No touching.
Please don't touch the merchandise if you're not going to buy anything.
We
Who
have
said
a,
we're not going to buy anything?
we have an observation fee.
You can just put it on Midas's tab.
Observation. Yeah, put it on your tab.
I don't have. Go to my studio and.
Don't
I
have
just
it then?
start
Well,
kissing
we
him.
can touch everything in your studio then. Let's go, Koshka.
Do not.
Love this. Here we go.
I want to touch things.
Oh, we're all going.
Come
As-
on.
As I walk by the
Right.
front desk, I'm gonna grab one of those copies of the magazine. From over.
Oh yeah, here you go. Gives you one.
Very good.
You see on the cover of it, it's like from maybe a month or two ago, and it, like on the front, it has like Balfine's best outfits.
Oh, I see.
Midas is gonna look back and see the cover because he like just casually smacks it out of Eladrian's hand.
I was looking at that.
No,
I was.
No.
But yes, I was.
come on, you need to keep up.
But
Then
okay.
Midas will go and unlock the studio.
Cast Mage Hand and pick up the magazine as we keep walking.
Magazine slowly floats behind you guys as you walk into Midas's office. It's been a couple of weeks since you've been here. Just a very thin layer of dust is on pretty much everything here, as you know, everyone knows better than to go into your office without your studio without you being there. So there's just a thin layer of dust on a lot of things like your desk and some of the fabrics that are strewn about. So yeah.
Midas is gonna just go up to his desk, kind of like clear a couple things. He's gonna pick up a picture frame, blow the dust off the picture frame before putting it back down. Kind of like tidy up a little bit, before looking back to everybody. Welcome to the studio. Most have been here before. Koska, do not touch anything. If you see anything you like, you can tell me that, but I swear to God, if you touch anything, I will know, and I will not hesitate to. Don't touch anything, please. And also, don't be making too much noise. There's other studios here, and I don't need to hear any complaints from y'all. Peace.
What is capiche?
What is this?
Pretty
Capizzi.
sure you're the only one that complains, Midas.
Can Peach?
All the time. Constantly.
Not
If you have to pee, I'm sure there's a bathroom down the hall.
Can Peach? Can Peach?
There is a bathroom connected to my studio if y'all need to use it. Is there any other questions?
Oh, that's very good. Indoor
Okay.
plumbing.
Pippi begins
I
to
will
like
go up
Pippi begins to like sniff a nearby like leather belt and like starts to like slowly chew on it.
I will turn Pippi into a pelt. Please control your badger.
He does not understand capiche. What is capiche? And then she like tries to pull him away.
Control your bad.
Midas is gonna walk away, but kind of do like their little finger that like the I'm watching you towards Pippi specifically
Pippi
before
like
leaving the studio.
Pippi just he point at Pippi. He just drops the leather just out of his mouth.
He leaves the studio and like locks them in there.
Yeah, you guys hear a giant deadbolt latch as Midas leaves.
Wait a minute.
Welcome to my jigsaw puzzle.
He's hammering a plank of wood across the front of the door.
A timer starts ticking in the back.
And as Midas walks over to Van Rose's studio, what are you guys doing in his studio? What are you guys gonna do?
I run up and bang on the door after him and say, "How dare you!"
The door's like padded.
Koshka reaches out with one of her like claws and just like pokes a piece of fabric and looks around to see like if Midas is somehow gonna know she touched it, and then she does it again to another one.
When you're like your cat claw accidentally pierces through it.
She gasps and then like walks away and pretend she didn't do anything. Stops touching things though. She learned her lesson.
I feel like there might be like a mannequin or two that has like an outfit, like a completed or a semi-completed outfit on it.
Yeah, there's like a couple like prototype outfits. There's only like, I would say there's like one mannequin that Midas hasn't touched in a quite a little while. It's probably like before he set out adventuring, basically. Like it's been in the studio for a long time.
It's got something on it, right? Like a prototype of some sort of thing.
Yeah, it probably starts with like more like a chest piece of a shirt of some kind. Almost like starts with like a vest almost. Like he's like starting with the vest and almost working his way inwards, I suppose. And the
I'm gonna put
outer
it
layer in. You throw it on.
I put it on.
It explodes.
Imagine.
Imagine.
Like jerry rigged to explode like a booby trap.
Oh, well, you can see that Midas has some real talent. Obviously.
You put it on, and obviously it's not like fitted for you, so it's a little bit tight. You know, it's like fat guy in a little coat.
That guy in a little coat. Oh, yeah.
That's a deep cut, and I'm happy that happened.
I like squeeze my arms to make like myself bigger, right? Like, flex to know that it is so tight. I'm like, oh yes, it is so good.
Roll me just a straight strength check.
Strength check. Lucky 13.
All right. Like you, as you kind of give that little flex, you feel like one thread just like come bust out.
I'm going to put this back now. But, you know, I look good in it.
I would like to go on record saying if he didn't want us to touch anything, locking us in here was like the worst possible idea.
I wonder if I can make this better. I'm gonna tinker with this vest some. And start adding some sort of accoutrements to it. I'm gonna start cutting up some fabric of my own.
God.
Do you have any tools to do that with?
I have a dagger.
I have dagger. Do you have any tools? I have dagger.
Is there any glue in the room?
I don't know.
I'm sure there's lots of stuff in the room.
Brad wants to look for glue and obnoxiously use it everywhere that will irritate Midas.
I have a disguise kit. Is there anything in my disguise kit that can help me with?
No, I think it's mostly like like powders and such. Let me look that up.
So
Hold on.
then I got a dagger.
So
if he pulls that out, Corey's gonna look at him and be like, "Adladrian,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
what are you planning to do with that?
I feel like this vest might need another lapel.
Do you want to
Sized-
get murdered in
I
cold blood?
mean, I have warm blood, thank you.
So the disguise.
It won't be when Midas is done with you. You
Some-
really shouldn't do that.
Some say I make their blood boil.
Huh.
So the disguise kit has cosmetics, it has hair dye, and it has small props that let you create disguises that change your physical appearance.
So nothing to. So
No
nope. So
scissors.
I've got the dagger. I haven't. And I'm not. I haven't like looked around this fucking studio at all to see like if there's any tools to use. I'm just because I can only imagine there's a pair of scissors laying around, but that's
The thing, right?
Oh, you
Try
went
a
and looked for
perception
it?
check.
a pair of shears. I have a dagger.
I want to take any sharp objects that are around from Eladrius. You just take it, just hide
Yeah.
it from him.
You're just like walking around like like you're just plucking dangerous objects from a child's hand, like just like
Yes.
nope, nope.
Exactly. Like anybody closer to Corey could just hear him out there. It's just like tending to my 5-year-old. Oh my god.
I was going to use that.
No, you're not.
Oh,
You're not allowed.
Mom.
Hey,
Huh?
hey, you have a mother. You have a mother. And she is
I-
a very lovely woman.
I do. You're acting just
But
like.
no, you're not having this. You're not. If you don't act like a child, I won't have to treat you like one.
I'm just acting like an adult with enthusiasm.
No.
Aw.
She just keeps the matter. How tall is Eladrian again?
6 feet, I think.
Okay, so they're he's like an inch taller than her. So you see, she's just like keeps it away from him, just like and like hops to the other side of the room. Just bunny hops out.
Yeah. Boink, boink.
Yeah. Like, no, you're not getting these.
I start. Yeah, I'm gonna chase you. Like
So-
in a circle.
So
Just-
Running
circle.
with scissors?
Like a cartoon.
Yeah, like the Weird Al Yankovic album, Running with Scissors.
So as you guys are, chasing each other around with scissors, Midas, you walked out, locked the door. First thing you hear is Drag just pound on the door, yelling at you, and then you just hear a bunch of arguing, and you hear all this as you're walking away, just like fading silently, just people arguing coming out of your studio as you head over to Van Rose's.
Midas like puts his head in his hands and like shakes and mothers to himself as he knocks on the studio.
Come in.
Midas could open the door.
Midas, welcome back.
I know. You missed me. Hello, Venros.
How's it going, buddy? What you been up to?
Midas like ignores the flashbacks. Here and there. Been very busy exploring Vrento. Doing what I sought out to do a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I don't know if you noticed, things are a little bit dead around here.
Yeah, I found out that apparently Valfine is still working.
Yeah, you see Van Rose just kind of put his head into his hands and just kind of starts rubbing his temple and says, "Yeah, you don't know how much of a pain in the ass that's been."
I've been telling y'all he's been a pain in the ass, but nobody listens to me.
Listen, we put up with you, but it's because the both of you put out great work. We kind of let it slide.
Midas like flexes his hand as he continues talking. So, there's nobody been talking to him. I've heard Master Hillhorn maybe has.
I mean, he sent out like a couple of paper birds, but we don't get any kind of reply back. And we've tried to send some members of the Loom out there, but they just get shooed away essentially when they reach his store in Glassmont.
That's honestly not surprising at all.
Right?
Well, Balfine aside, not my favorite topics to talk about. As I'm sure you can agree with. I was told that you wanted to see me.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, Master Hillhorn and I have tried to been coming up with some ideas to, really just, I guess, revitalize the spark of the Golden Loom, to really give Balfine a run for his money, but it's something that's out of, his and my experience, but, when we were talking about it, your name came up because, well, you're kind of the one and only person that learned from Balfine about the whole enchanting business.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What about it?
Well, it's actually probably better. Let's go up to Master Hillhorn's studio. He's up there right now. Hopefully, he's not throwing shit around because he's quite unhappy these days. But I'm sure seeing you will perk him up a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, if he throws anything at me, I'm gonna throw it back at you.
Yeah, well, fair enough. I'll be on my toes. All right, let's head on up. And he gets up out of his desk, kind of stretches a little bit, and you two head on up to Master Hillhorn's office. It was where Balfine's office was before. And opening up the large door, you see the water genasi just kind of feverishly scribbling on parchment. Giant stacks of parchment are just on top of his desk. It's almost like he's completely surrounded by it, really just in over his head. And he looks, and without even looking up from his desk, he's like, "I do not want to be disturbed right now." And Vander's just gonna coughs. Master Hillhorn, Midas is here. And Hillhorn just looks up, and you can see the bags under his eyes. Just a very tired, haggard expression coming from Master Hillhorn. Clearly, he's been up for a couple of days. Midas. Yeah, thanks. That's... well, it's been a while since you've been here. What have you been getting up to? And you can tell he's just not even, caring. He's just muttering these, small talk pleasantries without even really worrying about what your response is going to be.
Yeah, Midas is just looking around the office. Even though, Hillhorn is in it, it does still kind of feel familiar in a bad way. He's like, I can still feel Balfine in this damn room. I've just been all over Solaris. I, went to Balin recently, spreading the good word, showing people all my pieces.
Well, that's good, because Balfine's kicking our ass in sales right now, and we got a lot of unhappy sponsors. Let me just tell you that right now.
Yeah, I've been hearing. There's a third person to tell me that. I just can't imagine that Balfine would just go behind the Golden Loom like that.
Yeah, you and me both. Vanros, give me and Midas a second here. And Vanros looks over to you, Midas, and says, did you bring along that crew of yours?
No.
Oh, okay. And he'll just walk out of the back and walk back out the door and close the doors behind you as Hillhorn stands up behind the desk, and he begins to circle around and walk towards you and says, Midas, I'm not going to lie. This is, we're in a little bit of a desperate situation here.
I mean, sales can't be that bad. What does desperate mean?
Well, Balfine took a lot of his secrets with him, and let's just say has not taken him very long to poach a lot of talent and undercut our sales. I'm sure you've noticed just walking in here that the loom isn't quite as vibrant as it usually is.
Yeah, I did notice that.
So I've been racking my brain about how we can one up him and get something out there that's fresh and new. And I think I might have come across something, but it's been a little bit out of our area of expertise, especially with Balfine gone. You're our next closest expert in enchanting magic.
Okay. I mean, I've been selling pieces, not that many, but a couple infused pieces. Are you asking me to just produce more?
Yeah, but I actually have been doing a little bit of digging, and you see him turn around to a nearby bookshelf, and he pulls out this rather large tome, and he hands it over to you, and says, I made this special order from outside of Stellaris, from the mainland, and yeah, I know I've heard these rumors recently that a lot of magical type creatures have been popping up a lot more on Stellaris, and I know that they're pretty common on the mainland, but not so much on Stellaris. So what I was thinking is maybe we take this opportunity to turn this crisis of these creatures into our fortune.
I'm listening.
So I came across this book, and he has a couple of pages like tabbed on there that he opens up to, and you can see he's pointing to various images on the book, and it says, well, on the mainland, apparently they're able to harvest the skin of various magical creatures and turn them into magical outfits, essentially. But it doesn't have to have any kind of particular specific magic to it. But what I've seen from some of the pelts that have come our way is that when these magical creatures have been skinned and their leather and hides have been tanned, they lose a lot of their vibrancy. It almost like their skin becomes dull, and no one would really want to wear any kind of skin or any kind of leather that doesn't have any vibrancy or any life to it. But when I was looking through this book, I found that people were actually able to enchant these magical animal pelts to bring back the color to them. Now, I don't have any kind of expertise in magic of this sort, but I know you do, after working with Balfine for as long as you have. So I was hoping maybe you'd be able to take a crack at it, and maybe we can really make something of this.
And I mean, I am the only one who can do this. I mean, I'm not gonna say no. The Golden Loom needs it.
Well, do you have the time right now? Because I actually do have a couple of pieces of magical creature hide that I was able to procure. But and just let me show you. And he goes over to a small or a medium-sized treasure trunk, and he opens it up and pulls out these hides, and they're very gray and lifeless. When you kind of look at them, they have the appearance of like a lizard scale to them. You're not exactly sure what creature this came from, but it had to be some kind of reptilian type beast of some kind.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This looks absolutely disgusting. Where did you get this from?
Well, I procured it from overseas. I was curious about the quality and how they would keep on a long voyage, and clearly they don't really keep their luster for too long.
Yeah.
But if you take a look at this book, flip over a couple of pages here, and you see on the book there is a lot of inscriptions about enchanting these kinds of objects with, it doesn't have to be very potent magic, but almost like inscribing some ruins of some type infused with magic that would allow it to regain its luster without providing like any additional magical benefit. Like, it's not going to like let them cast a spell or anything like that, but it will essentially allow the hide to regain its luster and therefore make it a little bit more appealing to work with as a as like a fabric or a leather to work to the best of your ability.
Word.
Yeah, so I don't know if you have the time right now. I would really love to see if this is something that we could actually pull off. And from what I read on here, it does take like an hour or so to really, put the magic into these into this hide here.
I mean, I have the time. I mean, obviously, I don't have any active customers in my studio, so.
Perfect. Well, let's try it out then. And you see Hillhorn grab one of the pieces of hide, and there's like a smaller end table near the desk that he just kind of places it over top of, and he follows along with you of the books, and he kind of gives you a little bit of instructions here and there. So while you're doing that, let's have you try out this little new crafting system here for enchanting.
Oh yeah.
So this creature is a beast type creature. So and we're just gonna kind of make it a common type magical item. So it is gonna take you about an hour to enchant this. So what you'll do is you will roll your intelligence and a survival check. So if you have a survival modifier, you'll add that to a intelligence check. Right? Let me read that again. Yeah. Intelligence survival check. Yeah.
Well, damn, I don't got shit for survival, so. Ugh.
All right. Okay. So, all right. So you got a 9. Okay. Let me just see here. Okay. So you are going to spend the next hour working with Hillhorn to practice infusing some magic into this. While that's happening, the rest of you guys have been hanging out there for, maybe like 15 minutes or so at this point. You're still locked inside of Midas's studio. And you do hear like a knock at the door as you guys are not quiet whatsoever in there. And a knock at the door says, and you say, "Hello, is anyone in there?"
No.
1 minute. Oh, sorry. Valerian, if you don't get your crabby little hands off of these scissors.
No one's in here. Don't worry. Everything is fine.
They're cutting up the fabric.
Don't you?
No, they're not. They're not at all.
And you hear like a laugh and a chuckle come from outside the door. And you hear it unlock and open, and you see Vanros is on the other side. 4 of you have met Vanros before, but Koshka, you've never met Vanros. And as he walks in, a very well-dressed half-elf man in his late 50s. He's got blue eyes and blonde hair with very fair skin. blue and yellow fabrics in a well-tailored suit. And he just kind of walks in. It's like, well, hello, everyone. I see you're treating Midas's studio with the utmost respect.
Utmost respect and care. We have done nothing to it.
Oh,
yet.
give me a break, Ladrian. I've been trying to keep the peace, Mr. Vendros.
I mean, hello. How are you, sir? Welcome. Good to see you again.
He just walks by you, Eladrian, and just kind of just gallantly takes Corey's hand and does a little bow. Miss Corey, lovely to see you again.
Oh,
Yes.
fair. How he get here?
The pleasure is mine, sir.
And he looks over and down, and he sees Pippi eating a piece of leather. He says, "Oh, and who's this little one? I didn't know we had pets in here."
Koshka steps right in front of Pippi, in between Vandros and Pippi, while he's still obviously chewing on the leather, and she goes, "He's not a pest. He is my best friend. This is Pippi, and I'm Koshka." She's a little bit mad that I'll Pippi a pet.
And he just looks you up and down, and he says, "Those clothes won't do."
And then she gets really self-conscious and kind of grabs a little bit at her clothes and tries to adjust them, and she goes, "Well, it's a very nice thing to say when you first meet somebody."
You see him just grab a piece of cloth on your shoulder and says, "How long have you been wearing this for?"
I don't know. Why are you being so mean to me? I traveled, and then I rode a dragon. I don't know. We've been doing stuff. It's not always top of my priority to have nice clothes, and they're expensive. Somebody help me out here.
If I may, Koshka is brand new to Vrento. This is her first time here, and she is a beautiful woman.
Of that,
So-
we can agree. I just surprised Midas let her travel around in the outfit she's wearing.
Oh, don't worry. He hasn't been nice to me, so it's okay. He definitely said my clothes were not up to par, which is one of the reasons I think we might be here, but,
Well,
you
maybe we should work on getting your clothes up to par.
I was trying to help. You see, I was trying to take some of this fabric.
Ladrian.
And I was trying to make something of it. I was trying to help. You see.
Would
I
you-
am of the mind that there's nothing inherently wrong with your clothes. But
Thank
if
you,
you have any
Miss
suggestions for things that would be better for travel and also stylish and would complement Koshka's beautiful looks, then I'm sure she'd be happy to get that. There's different ways to say the same thing, You can't just say those things to women like that. You can come on. I know you can treat a lady with far more respect.
But of course, I just want to bring out Koshka's beauty, and we shall do that together. How about you come on over to my office? You guys can continue here doing whatever you're doing, and we'll get right to work, Koshka. You can even bring
I
Pippi
can help
along.
with the gluing.
Okay, I will bring Pippi for protection.
Drag, you may come as well. I could use another set of hands.
Yes! Glue gun, here I come.
Glue gun.
And he'll kind of wait by the door, waiting for Koshka and Drag and Pippi to kind of exit Midas's studio to follow behind him.
She leaves. she brings Pippi, and she's kind of wandering around the hallway and not sure where to go.
And he'll just look at as you guys leave. He'll look at Eladrian, Zar, and Corey. Says, "You guys have fun in here." And he'll just close the door to Midas's studio again. And
Hold on.
Aha!
And he'll look over to Koshka and Drag. Follow me, ladies. This way. and he guides you to a nearby studio, a little bit more well lit than Midas's studio, but obviously Midas hasn't been there for a while, so he hasn't lit any lanterns or anything like that. Whereas Vanros's room has a lot of natural light. It's quite bright inside here. Lots of custom-made outfits and things like that. Stuff he's been working on. And as you walk in, he looks over to you, Koshka, and says, "So, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Maybe that can help me, learn a little bit about what might suit you best."
Sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah, of course. Well, I just want you to tell me a little bit about yourself so that I can, make this outfit, best suit your needs.
Well, I grew up at the first and the last outpost, so there wasn't a whole lot of fashion influence. Kind of whatever would fit with whatever would come in the shipments. And then I moved to Onagas, where it's dirty and dusty, and you kind of have to dress accordingly. And I wear this this one thing on my shoulder, for protection, and when I'm shooting my arrow. And I spend a lot of time outside with Pippi. And that's me in a nutshell, Mr. Van Rose.
Okay, so a little bit of an outdoorsy person. And you said you prefer to fight at a distance with your bow and arrow. I can see it strapped to your back, of course.
Oh yes, I'm quite proficient in archery.
And what about your friend here, the Pippi? You said its name was?
Yes. He wears a full outfit for safety. He does have to wear a helmet for the majority of the time because he's not exactly the most careful. But he also carries supplies and different accoutrements for traveling and sometimes weapons. But he did mention something one time about the crotch of his outfit being a little bit uncomfortable.
I'm sorry, the what of his outfit?
The crotch area.
Ah, okay.
Yes, I'm trying to be discreet, sir.
Well, if I'm going to be custom tailoring something, I need to know every intricacy. So, a little tight on the crotch for Pippi. Okay, good to know. I already have some ideas brewing. Drag, perhaps you can help me out a little bit. Maybe you can, use some of my materials here to maybe outfit Pippi a little bit to help match his partner here, Koshka.
Okay.
And Vanros invites you, Koshka, to stand up on a small pedestal just on towards the right of the room. It's kind of seated in the corner where there are mirrors that are butted up against the edges, so when you stand on it you can see your reflection, your sides, almost like your back. If you turned around and looked, you can just see every angle of yourself. And he says, and Vanros kind of puts you up there. He breaks out a piece of yarn to kind of start measuring out some things, wraps it around your waist, your arms, things like that. And he says, "I think I have a great idea." And he heads over to a nearby shelf and starts pulling off some dark green fabrics, things of that nature. And he looks over to Drag and Pippi and he says, I think we definitely need something to match the owner here. Drag, you said
Yes.
you're very good with a glue gun, correct?
Yes.
All right, I think what we can do is maybe outfit Pippi's helmet a little bit more to match the aesthetic of his partner here. So maybe you can use these fabrics over here to patch it onto the helmets to make it look a little bit darker, help them blend in a little bit better into like a forest environment. What do you think?
I can definitely do that.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, let's get right to work. And they just take the next little bit of time beginning to fashion a new outfit for Koshka. Midas, we'll go back to you, and with your role there, you are able to, after a while, put the enchantment on the hide of this scaly hide here. And as you finish this like hour-long process, you slowly start to see the scales begin to come back to life, almost like the dark dull gray now starts to have a lovely sheen of like almost like a cyan kind of bluish green, and like it's almost like the scales are like filling up one by one until the entire hide is that natural like vibrant color that it once was. And Master Hillhorn just kind of places his hand on your shoulder and says, "Well, Midas, I think we might be onto something here."
Yeah, this is kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, I've dabbled, but like nothing like this.
And do me a favor, roll a d20 for me.
I will let you. Let's see. No, that's okay. Okay.
All right. All right. So Hillhorn looks over to you and says, "Do you think there's something you can, maybe make out of this, Midas? What do you think?"
I mean, what is this, lizard?
I mean, I think so. It looks like it's some kind of lizard scale type thing.
That's not very in.
I
guess I could make it like boots.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Listen, it's all about the marketing, Midas. We could be the first people to be putting out magical beast
Lizard boots.
Sure, hey, it's all about the newest thing, right? We got to be on the newest fashion inspirations in Stellaris. That's what the Golden Loom is all about.
Yeah. Sure.
If you don't think some noble who's too rich for their own good isn't going to buy a pair of magical lizard boots, well then we are in the wrong business, sir.
I think I have just the noble in mind. You're right.
Perfect. Well, I will let you do your thing, but let me see the finished product before you pass it on to whoever you had in mind.
Well, of course.
And he kind of just gives you another like pat on the shoulder, and he says, "I knew I could count on you, Midas, but I have a couple contacts that I want to reach out to. Maybe we can, get a nice steady supply of these animal pelts. But, maybe, since you're off on your journeys, maybe you can even find some on your own. Get them fresh, get lots of variety. Different kinds of things out there. You can see a lot of excitement come back into Hillhorn from, the previous hour when you first saw him."
Yeah, something tells me I won't have a problem finding material.
A little bit giddy with excitement, Hillhorn kind of runs behind the desk and starts, filling out a couple of, quickly etches out some papers and says, "All right, perfect. Yeah, I'm going to let you go work your magic, of course. But I'll come find you in a little while, okay? Please, let's get this going. It's very important."
Yes, of course. I'm gonna take this to my studio now.
Perfect. Awesome. All right, and yeah, you kind of grab the newly invigorated leathers, and you bring it out of the office, and Hillhorn's just back behind his desk with a little bit more spark in his life, back to work on his pile of papers. And as you head back to the room, let's take a little bit of a break.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Artichoke.
Let's come back in like 5-10 minutes. We always gotta have a whole fashion episode where stuff happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's important. It's
Look
very
at
important.
this.
Wow. See this?
On the prowl.
It's
Look
like a
at
whole
this
new character.
photograph.
And
She
Pippi
looks
got-
so good. Oh my
I dig
god.
it.
Oh, I love her hair.
I was about to say I love the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like
Great.
I gotta add it because you don't ever get to see her tail, and then like she's got like that cool like braid thing nobody ever knew she had.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, I love it.
Me too.
Yeah, taking off the turban, that was the best
Yeah.
decision.
right,
For
I
sure.
love her piercings too.
right, and they were hidden underneath the turban.
Under the turban.
Kaboom!
And Pippi!
Right? he got a little update. You know, everything fits him properly, and he's got better packs.
His little tactical outfit.
His helmet.
It
is where
matches.
It's at.
It matches the green.
We're a
It does.
unit.
You guys are all like togetherness. No, mallards are green.
Camouflage.
Mallards are green and brown. It might be a mallard. Might be a duck.
Well, I'd hope so by now. The picture of Pippi's so cute. Flippin' love AI. I did do another one where he had a really cool helmet, and I want to show you, but obviously, like, he's not gonna wear that one. But hold on. Why does Discord hate me like 90% of the time?
Discord's being mean today, so.
Works.
Okay, this is a cool helmet, but like it wouldn't AI with like outfit. So I was like, okay, but that's
I
fine.
dig it.
Me too. You just look so fluffy.
All right, let's get back at it.
Back into it.
Okie
Probably
dokes.
destroyed Midas's office by now.
It's so over for y'all.
Your office.
It's so over.
You're the one who locked us in there.
It's so over. Look at Pepe.
I like his adventure outfit and then the warrior outfit. That's basically how I'm separating them.
All right.
When
So,
we roll initiative, he puts the one with horns on.
witch's helmet. Go.
How could this happen?
Pippi's seeing the war flashbacks.
Look at that. What the hell?
He is a veteran when he speaks.
He's all grizzly.
All right. So, as we pick back up, Midas, you are heading back to your studio, and you get to the door, and you hear some obvious commotion occurring in there. And you open the door, and you see Eladrian being chased around by Corey, or Corey's chasing Eladrian, and Zar's just kind of, I don't know. Zar, what are you doing while all this stuff's happening?
Drawing on the floor with chalk. Trying to figure out new magical symbols and stuff like that.
Just a seance in the corner somewhere.
Pretty much.
He's drawing like a pentagram on the floor. Like, Courage chasing Eladrian.
Using torn bits of the cloth and stuff like that Eladrin cut off with the scissors, and yeah.
And that's what you walk into.
Does anybody hear the door open and unlock?
No.
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 What the fuck? And right now, just like close the door, bro.
Oh. Hi, Midas.
Midas, you're back. Why did you locked us in here, you know?
His eye like twitches for a second. What are y'all doing?
Making improvements?
I was trying to keep this place from falling apart completely.
Improvements?
Yes. You know. It's really hard to cut something, though, with Corey chasing me around all the time and trying to take the scissors.
Cut?
Nothing? Cut? Yes, you know, fabric. What else was you supposed to do in here? You were gone for a long time.
You shouldn't be cutting anything.
It looked like you had some work to do on one of these outfits, so I was going to finish it for you.
He just wanted to cut up everything he saw.
I just think, it looks really good, if I do it like this. Yeah, no, it does. It's smart. It's a good one.
It helped me finish my designs. Thanks.
Yeah, of course. Definitely.
Zarda, why are you drawing on the floor?
I mean, this is a workshop, right? That's what you do in workshops.
You work in the workshop.
It's
Right.
Well, watch. Ready? And he'll clap his hands and enlarge on a mannequin.
The mannequin like doubles in size and like hits the roof basically.
See? Look. It worked.
Oh my god. Wow. That was pretty impressive right there.
Well, I'm out of here. It's your funerals. And Wait, just like tries to walk out.
Pretty good. Funeral. Is it a funeral?
We'll cut over to there he's back. He's back.
Oh, my market shooter the whole time. So sorry. Midas will cast lightning lure to keep like the trip core so she doesn't leave.
I didn't do anything. What?
All three of y'all over there in the corner now.
Me? I literally didn't do
Now.
anything. Not a thing. Can she
You're
try to
like-
like bunny hop over him?
Didn't let me finish.
She'll like do like a warning whip in the air with the lightning lure.
Oh my god.
Corner.
You wouldn't dare. I just got here, I just rejoined
Where's
you
the
all.
other two?
Corey just
Finally.
like rolls her eyes and goes to the corner.
I finally have the scissors unsupervised.
Where's the other two?
Koshka and Drag. Koshka is getting a makeover currently.
From who?
Van Rose?
And just a snip
Where-
here.
Why the fuck? Huh? Did y'all leave?
I mean, the two. He needed Drag for something. I don't know.
How
Just need
how
a
did
little
he
bit
even
of
know where
glue.
y'all?
You just knocked.
He's so,
Almost done.
so nosy. Okay, well, how long ago was this? I wasn't even gone for more than an hour.
Yeah, it was an hour ago.
So he just
Yeah. Like right after you left, pretty much. We were We were in here for a little bit, and then he came in.
You know,
Okay.
he asked me if y'all was here.
Yes, he was very shocked that you didn't give Koshka any new clothes.
I was
So-
Yes, he
gonna
was
get to
not
that.
surprised one bit that we were in here.
I was gonna get to that. Except, you know, he just barged his way in here.
Here's your
So-
other scissors, by the way, and the
What?
other needles and sharp objects that Eladrian was trying to steal so he could cut up more fabric.
I didn't need to steal them. I just need to use them for a little bit.
Which further shows I did literally nothing wrong.
She didn't let me finish your work, so that is a little bit wrong.
Why are y'all? Oh my! I didn't touch anything on my desk, right,
I didn't.
Adrian?
I didn't look on the desk, no.
Star?
I definitely touched stuff on the desk.
He's too busy with the man again.
Midas' eyes were widen. Like what?
Well, you had some papers that had like, doodles on them, but they didn't make any sense. So I ripped them up and I put them on the floor to make more sense of them, and it made me more confused. So I ripped up more to try to make more sense, and well, here we are.
That's
Genius, I know. It's okay.
not quite.
Look, I made
That-
it better.
You know, I was working that for a while.
You did what?
It's okay. I was just working on it for just a bit. It's that was it, right? You didn't touch on. You know, I was just go check, and Midas was just go over to his desk.
Oh, everything's a mess.
It's not that bad.
He'll just silently like just straighten up his desk, like fixes the he'll fix the picture frame. He'll just get the paper stacked back up. And y'all wonder why I don't let y'all into the crackers. Anyways.
All I'm saying is, wasn't me.
Would any of y'all like a new pair of boots?
What?
I think I'm good.
What do the boots do?
Probably kill you.
No, nothing. They just he had some extra leather left over, but it's not enough to make an actual outfit. So it's just gonna be boots.
Does it make us addicted to drugs?
Wow. Why would it be? Why would it do that?
I don't know.
You tell us.
No, it does not make you addicted to drugs.
For some reason, I think the Golden Loom is actually an undercover spy op that sells drugs
We are
through
not.
clothes.
We are not.
That's what I was trying to figure out through the drawings, but didn't make any sense.
Sells drugs.
Those are just outfits.
That's
Zara, have you never seen a pattern, like a dress pattern before?
well, no, I
You
have. I
look like
just
somebody who. Sorry,
I'm wearing it. What do you mean?
because I made it for you.
That's true.
So you do want the boots? Damn, tell me how you really feel.
Yeah,
Sorry.
pop off, drag.
I mean, yes.
Okay. It won't take me too long to make. Not like we have anywhere to be.
He's going to put needles in the boots.
I am not a monster. I would never do that. And he'll go over to his desk, like scratch off something.
Yeah, what did I say?
I was not doing what you thought I was doing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, in the most convincing tone ever. You could win an award for acting, Midas.
I've been told
should-
that before.
Yeah, perhaps you should have pursued that as a career instead of sewing.
I've also been told that before. I don't see it. You know, I'm quite satisfied with my work. But anyways, yes, sorry, I got you. New boots coming up. You need them. Anyways,
Is it gonna have a tracker in it?
why would I want to track where you are?
I don't know.
I mean, it could be useful.
Yes, you do get lost every once in a while.
Yeah, I don't want it if it tracks me.
It won't track you.
Okay, you promise?
Might be a good idea.
Yes.
All right, now promise to Corey, because I know you don't mean it to me.
I don't want to track your location.
Corey has to try not to laugh.
Corey, is he telling the truth?
Why would I know? Why would I want to know your location?
Um,
Don't know.
It's a good question. I don't know.
Exactly. Midas would like get in his chair, get comfortable, so he can start, work at the leather.
Yeah, perfect. So it will take you like an hour or two to form and craft the boots. So with that, let's see here. So you can use your weaver's tools.
Come on, Weaver's tools.
And the check is so I believe you'll make a dexterity check. Yeah, so let me see. Make the check. Yeah, so DC's not really high for these booties here.
Come on, boots.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, you are able to, after a bit of time and forming the scales into like a boot, you kind of like grab a sole that you have for the bottom of the boot. You form it to Czar's feet, and after about an hour or so, get a nice little fresh pair of boots. And Midas, what do you want to call these boots?
The the boots look like little like Santa's elf shoes. So he says just call them just instead of like Jordans, they're gonna be called like clauses. So like the clauses ones. Or air clauses. Yep.
I like that.
Air Claws 1, I love it.
Zara, I think these really fit you. Literally, because I molded them to your feet. But I think they also look good on you.
Thanks.
Why do you look nervous? I didn't even stop you once.
What's the catch?
Why do you assume there's a catch?
There's always a catch with you.
It's literally not true. Name 5 times.
5?
Let's
Yeah,
see.
because 1 is too easy.
The one
So
one
you
time-
know, it's happened before.
No.
Many
One-
times.
The one
is a
time you
great
didn't let us
fit.
in the duck house.
5 is the pattern.
The other time where you stole money from us.
Where's the catch?
The other time when you turned into a duck, or no chicken. That one time.
None of those is my fault.
The one time you killed Holgram.
Huh?
I did not kill him.
Let's
Wait,
see if-
you guys have never told me that story.
I did not kill him. He accidentally hit his head against a rock.
Because you casted a spell.
Each time I say, each time we reference this, a part of me dies inside. It wasn't my fault. I warned him.
And then you
Or-
shot him? You shot
I-
the man?
I did not shoot him.
Not very
You
hard.
shot a man.
He is fine, I think.
You
just
shot
haven't
him
heard
with the
from him in a
spell?
while. I did not shoot him. He just got hit.
It's the reason he left.
That is not why.
Sure, tell yourself.
It's like, I did not stab the man. He just fell into my knife.
11 times.
Anyways, there is no catch.
I just named 5, so that's the catch. But okay.
You did not name 5 times that I had a catch. You just named 5 things related to me.
Which proves my point, but okay.
That's not good.
I'm the smarter one, so it's alright. These are nice.
Yeah, they're the boots. They fit you really well. The scales have been worked really well to conform to your feet, with the little elf curl at the tip. But the boots are like a cyan kind of greenish, almost like Drag's scales in a way, but more green rather than blue. They look really cool.
See, nothing to worry about.
Thanks, bud.
Honestly, this is probably like the second nicest thing you've ever done, Midas, because look at how these boys wrecked the place, and you still found it in your heart to craft a nice, shiny pair of boots for Zar.
Yes, I know.
I have to say, I call that character development. Some good growth. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate that.
I'm not proud of you two.
I don't see why
Neither
not.
am I. You destroyed my space.
Not nearly at all. Howard,
Technically, she let us, so...
she's the one that was chasing me.
Me? What? I was keeping you from trying to destroy the place even more than you already have. The least you could do is help Midas clean it up.
I think I have not done.
Is the door open?
Oh no, the door had been closed.
Is there a window in the room?
Darkness.
The blinds are
Boarded up.
closed.
Boarded up.
Boarded up, Jesus.
But after just completing the boots and kind of walking around, getting a feel for them, Drag and Koshka, you guys enter back into the room with Van Roos coming in behind you.
Koshka kind of like pushes past them both and then starts like spinning around and says, "Look at me! Look at me! I look beautiful!"
You do? Oh my goodness. Look at you.
And it's so easy to move around. The mobility is great. And then she like pulls out her bow and starts like posing with her bow.
Nice. Start
Oh, such a
clapping.
beautiful color. And your hair. Your hair is so beautiful.
It feels nice to let it out of the turban once in a while, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Veneros?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Well, I couldn't just let her be running around in those, well, Koshka, I'm going to say it, tattered rags that you were
Yes.
running around in.
Even I agree. Trust
And
me,
I do not mean any offense by that whatsoever.
I do. Still, I had this under control. She was in my studio for a reason.
Well, I knew you were busy with Master Vanro, so I thought I'd, help you out. And, Drag, why don't you show the work that you did with our friend Pippi?
Dun, da, da! And she steps aside to show Pippi off and Pippi's outfit.
Pippi starts doing poses because he's adorable. So he like does like a pointer pose, and then like he like stands up on his hind legs, and then like turns around and like looks over his shoulder at them all.
You even did Pippi. The
Well, yeah,
fucking
that's...
badger.
Well, this was all Drag's inspiration. I just gave her the supplies, and she did the rest.
Master skills with a glue gun. That's what I get. She pats herself on the shoulder.
It's very cute drag. I love it.
Yes, he looks so much more comfortable now.
I had it, okay. I could have made her look good.
Well,
No, someone's jealous.
I'm not jealous.
there's not a doubt you could have, Midas. I just knew you were preoccupied with what Master Hillhorn had in store for you. And speaking of which, were you able to do it?
Oh, yes. I even made it into booties.
Oh, and where are these booties?
Zara, get over here.
Yep, I'm right here.
Show off your booties.
Koshka, you look so good.
Shut up,
you,
Zara.
Zara.
Nobody asked.
Oh, why, look, my boots match your dress.
Thank you.
Can we stop talking about Koska's dress?
I don't know why he hates me so much, Mr. Venros, but I look fantastic.
That you do, Koshka. And those boots look fantastic. Midas, what is it? What is this made of? What is this material?
It looks like some type of reptile. I asked, Master Harhorn. He did not know either. Am I concerned? Only slightly. But not enough. I think it's some giant lizard.
Well, I mean, they look absolutely spectacular. It's quite the let's just say quite the fashion statement. I'm sure it'll catch a lot of eyes while Zar is out on the town.
I agree.
They look wonderful, Zar.
So good.
Thank you.
So, is there any other business that you need to attend to here, Midas, or can we be on our way and see Zara's parents?
I mean, I'm good in the loom. I don't have anything else. Do have to show Master Hillhorn the boots, so I'm afraid, Zara, you have to be a model for a little bit longer.
On one condition.
What?
I don't have to clean.
Sure.
Alright, deal, because I was gonna Misty step out if you said no.
Zar, before you said you were not the smartest one, but I think maybe you are.
Manipulating you.
He's lying to us.
I'm manipulating you? That's basically your personality, but okay, let's go show off the boots.
What do you mean by, it doesn't even matter. Okay, everyone else, actually, go wait outside.
Okay, come on, Pippi, let's go. I can't wait to show off our new outfits.
You still gotta pay for it.
You didn't even make it for me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but Monroe's did.
Mr.
What?
Van Rose, do I owe you some money?
We'll just put this one on the friends and family discount.
Okay.
The discount's not that much.
I put Pippi's on Midas's tab.
I don't have a tab.
Don't you?
Why would I have a
Can we
tab?
start one?
Why would I have a tab? I work here.
Oh, perfect. So,
Good.
But we'll use it as a, let's just say, a opportunity for advertising. How about that, Koshka? Does that work?
Oh, that's so very kind of you, sir. I very much appreciate it. The only money I really had to spend was the group money, and I don't think that is an appropriate reason to spend money. So I very much appreciate your help. Thank you so much. I feel wonderful.
And you look wonderful. So just make sure you tell everyone that Vanros of the Golden Loom made that outfit for you.
Don't
I
even
will.
know
Don't you worry.
She's a walking brand deal. Oh, bless her. I was there
I'm going
once.
to... Oh.
Why do I think I keep the others around?
Technically, we're all walking brand deals because
Yeah, all
Midas made
four
our
of
other
y'all.
outfits.
Good point.
And now boots.
Did I just realize that?
Just realized, no. But it is the first time in a long time.
Uh-huh. Well, outside, out my studio, and I'll just clean it when I get back, I guess.
I can help you, you know.
I think I helped enough.
Well, suit yourself.
Mm.
And Corey will follow after Koshka and Pippi.
Alright, sorry. Let's go.
Following behind you, sir.
Mm.
All right, and you guys head on up. Zara, you follow Midas up towards Hillhorn's office, and you enter into the room. And Hillhorn, very, expectantly looks up and sees you, Midas, and says, that was no time at all, Midas. Did you finish what you needed to do?
Yeah. Sorry. Show off your
Yes.
new boots.
I'll do a little kit and caboodle.
Cute.
Hillhorn kind of runs up and just kind of squats down, just closely inspecting the boots, and says, "This is wondrous, Midas. Fantastic work you've done here. I can definitely see some lucrative business on the horizon for us. Now, if only we could procure some more of these magical beast hides and things of that nature. I'm sure you'd be able to come up with some fantastic clothing options for the vast majority of Vrento."
I mean, yeah, like I said, I do not think that finding material is going to be an issue.
And this is definitely something that Balfine will never see coming.
Are you doing this to get back at Balfine, or are you doing this to help the Loom?
Oh, we're doing this to help the Loom, of course, but this is definitely something that Balfine wouldn't be able to do. I'm sure he's, not out there able to take on creatures like you could.
I agree. I was going to agree with you no matter what. I'm okay with either or.
But that's perfect. Yes, you said his name was Zar? Zar, please continue to wear those boots around the town. Definitely let people know their exotic nature. Midas, you do a good job of explaining your fine craftsmanship as well when you get the chance.
Of course.
Copy that.
And you see just Hillhorn just kind of rubs his hands together, gives it a clap, rubs his hands, and says, "Oh, this is exciting, invigorating, perfect. Let's get you guys out there and start, getting more of these fancy new threads out there."
Well, we should be heading out soon. I probably will not be stopping by the Golden Loom again before I leave Vrento. But if you do need anything, just send a bird.
When you got it, Midas. Looking forward to seeing your future works.
Yes, of course. I shall keep you updated. Let's go, Zara. The others are waiting on us.
Okay. And kind of as we walk out the office, I'll put my hand on Midas's shoulder. Midas? I'm sorry for being a jerk.
Thanks.
Why do you say it like that? There's no ulterior motive, I promise.
Just random.
Well, I know, but I feel like I just keep being mean to you, and I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
I mean, you seem like you're, I don't know, more agitated than normal, and ever since they brought up Balfine, you don't seem as chipper. I feel like we were kind of chipping away at the wall, but the wall's back up. Why is that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I am good, Zara. Let's go visit your family.
I'll squeeze a little harder and hold it back.
No. Oh, okay. The others are waiting. I do not trust him alone. We all saw what
Midas.
happened last time.
Look at me. Tell me the truth. You don't have to hold it in, man. You have friends that'll, hold the weight of your problems with you.
We are good. Are you done now?
No.
I figured.
Well, look,
He was, Midas just started like prying himself away.
I'm gonna clean your office, and then we'll go see my parents, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Stay away from my desk.
I actually didn't tear anything off your desk. It was just papers. I was just wanting to mess with you.
Point
Okay,
those hands.
That was a lie. It was papers on your desk. I was just trying to see if you got chipper.
Yeah, I'm not fucking stupid, sorry.
But you are gullible.
What?
Was that a smile? I heard a smile.
No, it's a scoff.
In your world, I'll take that as a smile.
That's not. I smile. That was not a smile at all.
Zoro, hug him.
Okay. It's all let go.
What's the magic word?
I will stab you.
That won't stop me.
I will make another pair of shoes with your horns.
My kind is actually going extinct, so I don't think that's legal.
Nobody doesn't know. You don't know what those shoes are made out of.
Am I wearing my cousin?
Midas will lean down and whisper. Or maybe it's your brother.
The whisper? I mean, he probably deserved it, so I get it.
He's not a
Okay, come on,
Yeah.
let's go clean your
Okay.
office.
Okay. Dumbass.
Midas,
What?
I love you, bud.
I know.
Say it back.
Say what back?
I'll hug you again.
Please no.
I'll do it.
Love you too, Star. Now go clean my damn studio.
All right.
Oh my god, he said it.
He said it.
Said it.
I got
Holy
it.
shit.
Second time in 50 episodes.
It's like pulling teeth.
You guys head back downstairs, but yeah, surprisingly, the room is already really clean, as Koshka in her new outfit is very willing to help, and Kore's used to cleaning up everyone else's messes, and I don't know, Eladrin's eating a crayon or something somewhere. And
Delicious.
Sniffing glue.
There's glue.
And yeah, Drag's helping out as well, and you guys get the place presentable. Cleaned up the messes pretty good. And with that, you guys kind of gather at the entranceway of the Golden Loom and head back out into the city. So where are we headed to next?
Casa de Hotel.
All right.
Yeah.
I was hoping we could do one stop before.
Where would that be, Czar?
So, do you guys remember those little halflings that told us not to help them fight off that lizard monster thing?
You did not listen.
Oh yeah, those
When
assholes.
they almost died.
Yeah, they
Yes.
almost died. I saved them. Now they owe me money. Let's go get my money.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, at first I wasn't gonna take it, but magic is expensive. And yeah, I need it.
All right, and
All
so to head to the Stellaris militia, where the halfling groups told you Czar very reluctantly to head to. whenever you got back into town. It's headed, or it's located on the northern side of the market district, and the market district pretty much goes right up the middle from the south side of town, where the gates are, all the way through, all the way up to the north gates. The Stellaris militia is located kind of more on the northern end, so it's a little bit of a walk through some of the residential areas, but you guys get there in not too long. It's getting to be around I would say like 6-ish p.m. currently, and you see outside of just a rather plain looking building. Kind of looks just like almost like a retrofitted house, basically. There's a lot of people in armor, leather armor mostly, nothing heavy duty like plate armor or anything like that. It's too expensive for the common folk. You might occasionally see someone with like some ring mail or something like that, but nothing too extravagant or overly protective. However, you do see like some of the paladins of the Advent, who are most certainly decked out in some heavy plate armor and very fine weapons, while a lot of the citizens that... Oh, jeez. A lot of the citizens that are partaking in the militia, more or less are, grabbing whatever they can to fit themselves. But there's a lot of foot traffic in and out of this area. And Zara, you heading in?
Yep.
Awesome. So as you walk in, like I said, it looks as though this rather larger house has just been retrofitted. They kind of knocked out a lot of they opened up the spaces for the walls, so a lot of foot traffic can come through. Where there might be like a living area, they basically made it so there's like a little kiosk kind of desk, a bulletin board on the side. Things of that nature. So people are coming in and out rather fluidly, and behind the desk there's maybe like 3 or 4 gnomes that are signing papers and stuff like that, handing out gold, things of that nature.
Excuse me.
Hello? Yes?
I'm looking for a group of I think it's a group of traveling halflings. They'd gone on a mission to kill something called an Eaton a while back. I forgot, it might have been like a week or 2 ago. Do you know where I can find them?
Let me check the records. And this little gnome kind of takes out a large ledger and looks back up to you, Zara. How long ago did you say this was?
It was like, oh man, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Okay, and she just kind of flips a couple more pages back and says to you, so it was a group of halflings, you say?
Yeah, there was an angry little leader one. Sorry, I shouldn't say little. There was an angry one who was little because he was a halfling. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm a gnome, I get it.
Right, so it's not offensive. Okay.
No, it's offensive.
Oh. Again, I'm sorry. But yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. He was angry. I know I'm not... Yeah, he was angry.
And you see one of the other gnomes behind the table looks over and says, oh, I remember. Yeah, they came in quite pissed off that you kind of poached their kill. You know that... they describe it differently. But, yeah, they, they were quite honor bound, those little halflings, and, I think, yeah, they said they would give you half, if I remember right. So, the one gnome walks over to the one you were talking to before, Zar, and says, I believe they're due, I think it's, right here. And they go, oh, okay. And goes behind the desk. You hear the clanking of some coins behind the desk, and they pop it on the counter. in a little leather pouch for you, Czar.
Okay.
Just to confirm, they said it was going to be left under a name. Do you guys have a name?
Yeah, the Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks. Okay. Yep, that's it right there. Okay, here you go, sir.
Could you, if you could, tell me their name, their group name, or maybe the leader's name?
The leader name of that little halfling group is Hugo.
Hugo?
Yeah, they haven't. I haven't seen them in a little while, but well, they like to go out and try to. They're really like, I don't know. They didn't seem like too money hungry, but they really wanted just to kind of protect the people. So they're out there pretty often, trying to take on things a little bit, maybe a little bit bigger than them. Let's just say.
Yeah, I noticed. So Hugo, does they have a group name or is just Hugo?
I mean, they just call themselves the Halflings. Just a whole ragtag group of them.
Okay, Hugo and the Halflings, double H.
Maybe that's why they named it that.
Yeah, like branding, like we're the ducks, we quack and flap and all the above.
And you hear like a human that's in the room, kind of just when you're talking to them, say, "Yeah, and I hear the ducks poach a lot of contracts too."
Yeah, we're not gonna listen to him because he's not nice. Drag? Drag?
Yeah?
Drag? Hey,
Yeah?
could you go take care of that guy?
You want me to take care of him? And she winks.
Yeah, take care of him. Wink, wink.
Okay. Where do I dump the body?
Hmm?
Huh? Okay, got it.
Just like
Secret.
punch him in the face. Yeah.
Can we not have any violence in the building, please?
Drag punches him in the face.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Drake, so you go up and you punch this guy, this human, right in the face. And says,
Yeah.
"Oh, those," and he just nose instantly like bleeding, and he just looks over to like the rest of the people, and there's like a large crowd of people, like a fair number of people inside this building, and says, "Oh, fuck! I guess what they say about the ducks are true. They're just a bunch of assholes."
And as soon as he says that, Zar's gonna misty step on top of Drag's shoulders. All right, listen here. Now, what you've heard about the ducks might be true. So, don't go around, hurting people or, stealing stuff, because we're gonna poach it, and we're gonna be assholes. So,
Zar, what?
You see about like 3
What?
paladins of the Advent stand up from a nearby table and start like walking towards you. They're heavily decked out in their armor, and they look up to you, Zar, and say, "Is there a problem here?" As you see one of the paladins like turn around and he lays his hand on this person's face, and you see the bruising go away almost immediately as the punch that was dealt to him is instantly healed. And the leader just looks and says, "Why don't you guys save that spunk for the monsters out there and not attack these fine people?"
fine people, you say.
Zar,
He was talking shit. He got his shit knocked in. It's only fair.
Well, seems to me that he's only spoken the truth.
Yeah, and the paladins of Advent are so courageous.
Zar, and you're only proving them right. Knock it off. You too, Drag.
Who am I knocking out?
Don't punch random people in the face.
Oh. We're so glad to have you back, Corey.
I am so sorry, sirs. This will not happen again. This poor tiefling child experiences psychosis randomly. It just happens, you know. It's rather unfortunate, but we are his charges, and you know we're just here to look after him. So I do truly apologize for any inconvenience.
Well, maybe it's in the best interest to take your coin and be off with you. And you see the paladins turn around and just kind of grab the guy that you punched in the face and kind of, you know, bring him into their fold, essentially over to a table, and you see them like pass him an ale, essentially. And
we protect assholes around here.
The gnome's just
Czar.
like, your coins, sir, your coins.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Corey whispers, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
The gnome just like, it can get a little rowdy in here sometimes. It's okay. We've seen it before.
All right, let's go. And yeah, Corey just like ushers Sar out.
Ducks out. He'll do a peace sign.
You just hear, boo.
Ducks fly.
So you look in the pouch, Czar, and there's 10 gold pieces.
Perfect.
Oh, that's over 10 gold.
He was the one that said the bad things about us.
Otter.
I was just protecting our name.
That is not how you just protect our name. They weren't threatening us with violence or anything like that.
Yeah, but
people. And unlike
Wait,
you.
what did you say? You were in a you were in a blender for a second.
Huh?
You're a little
You were like really muffled. Yeah.
Blender is kind of crazy. Yeah, that was very unlike you, Zara.
Well, I mean, I just don't like when people talk bad about us. I wouldn't let anyone talk bad about you, or you, or you, or you.
What would people say? Nobody has anything bad to say about me.
I don't want you to punch people in the face on my behalf. You know?
But I would do that because I love you.
That-
And
Yes.
Drag would do it just because she likes to punch people in the face.
That is
That's
very
accurate.
That's not something.
As you guys are like walking
Couple?
out, as you're walking out of the militia kind of HQ there, you guys are kind of talking about what happened. And Koshka, as you're kind of walking out with your passive perception, you can hear people like whispering, you know, kind of about the Mighty Ducks. You know, you haven't been with them as long as, you know, everyone else has been together for. But you hear them, like, some people around talk about, you know, like, whispers of, like, oh, yeah, I heard they stole that Etten kill, and it's like, and you hear, like, whispers, did you hear about what happened on the farm? Like, stuff like that, you just hear little whispers.
Oh. She kind of just keeps that to herself and kind of is like, oh, people are saying bad things about them. That's the first time I've ever heard that, because pretty much everywhere they've gone that she's known of, everybody's been praising them for how great they are because, you know, she saw them at Feast and Famine, and then she followed the app where obviously everybody loves them. Though it's kind of like a shock to her that people don't all love the Mighty Ducks, so, but she kind of keeps that to herself and just thinks about that.
And you guys are continuing, after getting your money, you guys are going to Crimson Echo Hotel to see Zar's family.
Yes.
Yes.
You.
All right, perfect. So as you guys make your way back across the market through the residential area, you come across the very extravagant, large hotel in the Noble District, the Crimson Echo Hotel. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
At the hotel.
The hotel, motel, holiday inn. At the motel, motel, holiday
Come
inn.
on now.
Come with it now.
Damn, Czar, why are you hitting? Why are you getting hits on people?
Hey man,
Getting dragged to be your like thug, like
drag, hit him for me.
literally,
Hey,
like
Jack, do
get him
this.
drag,
Okay.
Push him in the face.
he was talking. He was talking bad, man. We don't poach stuff. I helped people and all of it.
Poor impressionable drag, just punching people left and right.
Punching people in the face.
Mhm.
Dang, what's the last?
We're gonna talk about Midas over here, Mr. Sad Boy Eyes,
I don't know what
because
you're
of
talking about.
Balf, and I mean you can hear it in your voice. It was such good acting. God, you're so good.
Thank you.
I can just hear you twirling your hair.
Like kicking my
Mhm.
feet.
Yeah, like
Yep.
Teehee, teehee, teehee. I know. I like being a Vrento. I'm like, yeah, it's like the sprinkle Midas lore. Let's go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No, literally, me and DJ. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'll say anything. But like me and DJ were saying something. And he was like, huh. No, he said something, and I was like, huh, yeah, I definitely didn't think about that. And he was like, yeah, I don't think anybody knows about that. And I was like, yeah, no, no. And it was something like simple. It was like, hey, is Midas an elf or half elf? And I was like, oh, that's a great question.
No one knows. Not even Midas.
No one knows. I was like, let me go. I had to like look it up myself. I was like, 1 second. Let me pull up his character sheet.
I was a full elf.
He is a full elf. He is a full
Yeah.
elf.
Yeah.
He's not a mutt.
Not on mud.
He is a full elf. But I definitely have to like look it up because I was just like, wait, like, what is he?